Hello everyone, this is Archive12 here at Archive Studios and Archive Entertainment, and today we are continuing our playthrough of Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, I realized in the past, the last couple of episodes have actually been two-parters because I stupidly forgot to put on my alarm for the last one, and the one before that, I kind of was like, we'll just keep going, how much longer can it go? And it ended up being an additional 20 minutes, and that's my bad. So I'm putting my timer back on. We will be setting it for approximately 30 minutes, just a little past that, give us a little bit of a cushion time, and we will do our best to try and find a good end spot as quickly as possible. Now, in the last episode, we ended up sharing our next poems. Yuri and I had a very intimate moment, which was very abruptly interrupted by Monica and her damn near impeccable timing, and I guess that was it. That was the big major plot points for the last episode. So let's jump back in and find out what happens next. Okay. We are starting right here. I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come to and sit in front of the classroom. Is this about the festival? I am already finding it hard to remember these characters' voices that I've been doing too. So that was a horrible sentence. Anyway, I am doing my best to remember how I voice these characters. That's my point. Well, sort of. Do we really have... Nope. What'd she say? Do we really have to do something for the festival? Okay. It's not like we can put together... It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori will be working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets so we can that we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah! We're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori is putting it in all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think that's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I am performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys? No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot for them it's a lot to ask of them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put up a good performance... It looks like she just poked Natsuki in the eye. Then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what the literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with the others? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Oh... Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get that over with. Alright! Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I really don't have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri! This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Yuri, you shouldn't think that. I mean, it's just a little embarrassment. I hate stage performing. But, you know what? I got over that a little bit by doing a YouTube channel, so... It's gonna be okay, I promise. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite the poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem that she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before? Or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Ah! Yuri's fired up all of a sudden! Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. You go, Yuri! You got this! You're my girl! We got it! I'm right here. I am here for you. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances up at each of us. You can do it, Yuri! It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins in afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. It looks like Yuri is down for the count. The excitement must have gotten to her. Okay! I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one is called My Meadow. Ah. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Ah. Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself in front of a mirror or your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, it probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to read more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori! Even Dawn liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Eh? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours that get I've seen poems of yours where that sort of I think that's a spelling error. I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. Oh, okay, I got it. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay! Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Dawn. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Dawn lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki! It's fine. I might as well get this over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and... Am I going to actually see the poem that I wrote? Because they never show us the poem that we wrote. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Sorry, yawn. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. I guess not. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it as much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well for when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down. As if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of the other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it's the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have to worry much about it for the first... You won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea for what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. The yoga pose again. It makes me really happy. Okay, I'm gonna stop pointing that out. I get the feeling that she's gonna do that a lot. Yeah. No problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for the day. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As far as the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this. Alright! I stand up. Let's see, I'm gonna save, because it sounds like we're gonna have another poem to do. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica... Why Monica? I mean, I'm going after Yuri. Then I'll have to do my best. I guess she is the club president. Impressing her might be a good idea. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep! Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Don. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have happened already, and have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on her way home. Hey, Sayori. Oh, sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like, how we get to... I mean... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asks to walk home with you. Oh! Oh! Does Sayori pick up on the little vibes that Yuri and I have going on? Am I gonna have to admit this? Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, Yuri's my childhood friend. But I am kind of, like, interested in Yuri. So, like, what do I do? Okay, you know what? I have shown complete interest in Yuri so far. I think I'm going to go with Walk Home with Yuri. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said! You admitted it! Jeez. There's not even any point to speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't be needing me anymore, you know? Wait, whoa, Sayori! Sayori, we're friends, come on! Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out why you're seeing things... how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me in such a weird question. Can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Poem time! Okay, let's see. We are going with... examination. Remember, complicated things. Complicated things. I'm getting a lot better at this. Why is wrath? Kind of weird. Figures. That was almost all Yuri. That was like 3/4 Yuri. Oh man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. What's my time like? 10 minutes. Were you out practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Oops. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the... oh no, that wasn't okay, that was a happy cry. I can't wait for the festival! It's gonna be great! Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part at the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica! Do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on! Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? Why her of all people? Oh! I just realized that. Her name has squid in the name. It's, in Japanese, I think it's Ika. Ika means squid, if I remember correctly. Or something along that line. Eh? I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because! It's right in your name! Yep, okay. Mon Ika! Okay, yeah, I was right. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Huh? Never mind. Why does it feel like Monica knows this is the game? Why does it feel like she's Deadpooling us and breaking the fourth wall with that? Ugh. Something's up with her. Between the last episode and this episode, I feel like she's getting more and more self-aware. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at her desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again.
Ah, sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Huh. Is everything alright?
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things.
Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see?
Sayori shows me a big smile.
Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone.
Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before returning back towards everyone. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back to their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Dawn, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori lately? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading a little too much into this, but she seems a bit downcast today.
Oh, you think so?
I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk.
Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Dawn.
You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to know if maybe you knew anything, so I'll drop it now.
No.
It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she's just having a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? Person of interest? What do you mean by that?
I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Dawn.
Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion?
Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know?
Eh?
She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club.
It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her.
What?
No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Dawn. Have you ever thought that maybe you've always seen her as cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? Sayori likes me. Well, now I feel like a jerk. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about it, what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much I do care about her, and exactly how much I do care about her, that I'm letting this weigh down on me so much. Oh, I misread that. How much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly, with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that.
I stand up from my desk and sit in the one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax. You didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell what I was thinking like that? Or that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot it based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. You're making this entire situation more difficult, Yuri. Ugh. God. I didn't do anything creepy. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. How much time do I have left? I gotta be close. A minute. Okay. Let's see how far we can get in a minute and a half. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today. But when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh? That's quite romantic. Eh? Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have always just been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Well, then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Dawn, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold stories behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah. So you think there might be something going on behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. That's my alarm! But I'm not ready to stop yet! This one might go a little longer again. I'm gonna set it for another, do another 3 minutes. Let's see where we go. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off of this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone! After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Alright, this is where I am going to save it.
Just overwrite this. There we go. So, Sayori seems a bit down and depressed, and Yuri seems to be trying to coax me. Despite her obvious attention to me, she's trying to get me to go talk to Sayori and tell her that I like her, because apparently Monica already knows that she likes me. That puts me in a bit of an awkward situation since I've been literally romancing Yuri this entire time, and if Sayori's a little jealous and depressed because of that jealousy, I feel like a dick. But I mean, ugh. Anyway, we will pick this up next time with the poem reading. Thank you for joining me. This was Arc Alpha 12, and I shall see you in the next video.